I'll say this once, and I'll say it again. You don't mess with Papa Nintendo, because then he's gonna be knocking at your door. Uh-oh. Who can that be? Nintendo, please, no! I didn't do anything! Please, no! How's it going, everybody? This is your boy Groovin, and welcome to my channel. And I'm a big believer in preserving your games. And because of that, we find ourselves doing things that we don't want to do. Well, it's a blade of two edges, if you know what I'm saying. We're gonna read an article on Polygon and we're gonna discuss about it. So let's get into it. Nintendo suing Bowser over Switch hacks. Nintendo of America filed a lawsuit Friday against Bowser. A reported leaker of hacker creator Team Executor, Bowser and another Team Executor member, Max Lauren, were arrested and charged with 11 felony counts in 2020. The new lawsuit alleges Bowser's infringement on Nintendo's copyright in creating and selling its hacks. The lawsuit filed in Seattle court is looking to charge Bowser with 2 trafficking counts and 1 copyright violation. Oh yeah, you know that. I mean, you know that Nintendo's very stingy about its properties, you know. Look what happened last year with Project M and all those Smash tournaments, you know. Anything that tampers into their IPs, they go after you. Look what happened a couple years ago with the guys in Arizona with all the ROMs. You don't mess with Nintendo. It's something very, very dangerous. Nintendo is very cautious about his IPs. Previously, Nintendo has called Nintendo Switch hacking and piracy a serious worsening international problem. In Friday's lawsuit, lawyers wrote that Bowser's wares continue to put more than 79 million Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite consoles at risk from piracy. Team Executor operates as a for-profit company, selling kits used to hack Nintendo devices. Some video game preservationists argue that video game piracy can be used to document and preserve games, but Team Executor has always been a controversial organization because of its methods, as ARS Technical reported in May. Nintendo's looking for damages, $2,500 for each traffic device, as well as $150,000 for each copyright violation. Of course, Nintendo also wants to shut down Bowser's operation for good. Woohoo! Oh yeah, they're gonna slap you with a big bill if you're hacking or doing piracy with the Nintendo stuff. But people find it that they gotta do it nowadays. Look what happened with the PS3, PSP, and PS Vita. And now we're finding out that the PS4 is gonna die eventually because of its internal battery clock, that once it's finito, and there's no servers to connect the PS4 and update and to authenticate it, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna have a glorified paperweight. We are living in troubling times, people. You can't even preserve your physical games because now they gotta be authorized via the internet. I'm not liking this at all. Nintendo described Bowser's operation as an international pirate ring that sells Nintendo Switch hacking devices designed to circumvent the company's security measures, allowing buyers to run pirated Nintendo Switch games. Nintendo has previously filed multiple lawsuits against sellers of the hacking tools, including the SX Pro, SX Core, and SX Lite, 3 devices that are used to hack the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite. According to the lawsuit, Bowser has been creating and selling Nintendo hacking devices since at least 2013, when he distributed a device designed to hack the Nintendo 3DS. Throughout the lawsuit, Nintendo documented a lengthy history of Bowser's Switch hacks, as well as a breakdown of how the devices works. Nintendo has focused much of its legal efforts on resellers in the past, with multiple lawsuits filed over the past few years, most of which won the company a $2 million settlement. On Thursday, Nintendo won an injunction for a November lawsuit targeting an Amazon reseller. In conclusion, people, when you want to preserve things in the 21st century, or should I say 2020, it's a big headache. back in the day, you were able to just buy a game and it was complete. It was a complete experience. You didn't have to download. There was no patches. If it was broken within the game, but there were no game-breaking bugs like now. Like, we have experiences like Cyberpunk 2077 that they're getting like these humongous updates. What happens when the servers go for that game? What, we're gonna be left with the day one experience, like a glitchy mess? I mean, think about it. The PS3 games are not they have no issues in regards to that. I mean, maybe a couple of, well, let's take away Bethesda. But other than that, the PS3 and the Xbox 360 games didn't have game-breaking bugs. Now games, developers are taking the time to fix things after the matter. And that's something that is not right, because at the end of the day, if this whole mess about not being able to keep your games for a future moment is true, what's the point in making physical games? What's the point? You like, now I go to GameStop and I buy games used and they don't even give me the real box. So it's troubling times, people. This was your boy Groovin, and I'll catch you in the next episode. I always upload Let's Plays, and I'm trying to get my groove going. I'm trying to make more videos happen. So if you like the content on this channel, feel free to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. Catch you in the next one, people. Keep on gaming.